Most people don't have any idea what's coming their way. You've probably heard about solar eclipses before. Those times when the moon moves in front of the sun and makes a shadow on the ground for a little bit. Usually, folks think a partial eclipse is no big deal, just a short time when the sun looks a little different, maybe not as bright, and then it's over. But this one is special. It's not just about the sky. It's got a deeper, spiritual side that's like a huge wave getting ready to hit. Hardly anyone is paying attention to it, though. They're just going about their normal days, working, running errands, checking their phones, not seeing what's building up. This eclipse feels different from the ones we're used to. The energy around it is strange, all jumpy and hard to figure out. If you're not ready, it might catch you by surprise and leave you feeling lost. If you're someone who notices feelings or senses things strongly, you really need to understand how this could shake you up, especially if your emotions have been up and down lately. Calm one second and nervous the next. There's a reason for that, and I'll explain it soon. Hang on, because there's some even stranger stuff we need to talk about first. This eclipse hasn't even started yet, but it's already messing with us. Time is acting funny. Some moments feel like they last forever, like you're stuck, while others fly by so fast you can't keep up. You might look at the clock, thinking only a few minutes have passed, and then see that 20 minutes are gone. Ever feel like you've had the same talk before, like it's happening all over again? That's because this eclipse isn't just changing the sky. It's messing with how we see and feel the world. They call it the eclipse distortion effect. It's like a blurry, dreamy feeling that creeps in before the eclipse even gets here. It's almost like your mind is playing games with you, making everything seem a little off. And that's just the beginning. When the eclipse really happens, it's going to get even weirder. Some people might notice odd things, like quick flashes or feelings that don't make sense. Maybe shadows moving in a funny way. You might suddenly feel like you don't want to be around anyone, even your favorite people. Some of us are already feeling that pull, and the eclipse hasn't even arrived yet. It's like a quiet heads up, sneaking in slowly. At first, you don't even realize what's happening. It's tricky like that. Plans start to feel heavy, like even the fun stuff is too much to handle. You stop answering calls, let texts pile up, and even hanging out with your best friends feels tiring. You might think you're just worn out. Maybe you need a break or a nap. But it's more than that. It's not just a rough day or being lazy. Something inside you is pulling you back, like your soul is saying, "Wait a sec, we've got work to do." You're not upset or angry. You just can't deal with all the usual noise of life. This eclipse energy is putting you in a kind of spiritual bubble, shutting out all the chatter and distractions. It's clearing away the little things, random talks, busy tasks, all the stuff that fills your mind, because something big is moving inside you. Think of it like your spirit getting a fresh start, and it can't have anything getting in the way. That's why you're stepping back without even trying. It's not you acting strange, it's a shield. Your soul is making a quiet space to get ready for what's coming. When the eclipse is over, you'll feel it, a quiet that's almost spooky. It's not just the outside world getting still, it's inside you too. Like everything took a big breath and let it go. All that crazy, buzzing energy that was piling up, it'll disappear, and you'll be left with this strange calm. Some people will feel super tired, like they've been running all day without moving. Others might feel like they're floating, moving through their day in a daze, not quite connected. Some might even get annoyed or cranky for no reason, just feeling off. They call it a spiritual hangover, and it's a real thing. Your whole self, your body, your mind, your spirit, is restarting, like when your phone updates and needs a minute to catch up. Don't try to push through it or act like it's nothing. This isn't about losing your energy or falling behind. It's a break, a reset. If you try to force yourself to work hard or think clearly, you'll just tire yourself out more. Let it happen. This calm time won't last forever. It's just a pause before the next step. Once it settles, the real change begins. Something inside you is waking up, and it's here to stay. This eclipse isn't just something neat to look at. It's like a mirror showing you things you might not want to face. People say the shadow self is just old stuff, like bad habits, tough feelings, or past hurts coming back up. But this time, it's more than that. It's not just old memories sneaking in. It's the parts of you that have been quietly running things without you knowing. Like when you snap at someone before you even think, or feel jealous when you should be happy, or want to ruin something good because it feels too new. It'll show up in how you talk, what you think, and how you act. And you might think, hold on, this isn't me. But it is. It's a side of you that's been hiding, pulling strings you didn't see. The eclipse is bringing it out, not to hurt you, but to fix you up. Things you push away don't go away. They grow stronger in the dark. Here's the cool part. Your shadow isn't all bad. It's got good stuff too, like instinct you ignored, strength you didn't use, or a spark you were told to turn down. If you start feeling restless or upset, don't run from it. Listen, this isn't an attack, it's a chance. When you stop fighting it, it stops fighting you. Then there's the time stuff. Get ready for it. On the day of the eclipse, your clock will feel like it's tricking you. You'll check it, then check again, and it won't add up. Hours might vanish fast, or a minute might feel like it's dragging on forever. You might think something happened yesterday, but it was a week ago, or remember a talk that never happened. It's not you forgetting things or being distracted. Time itself is twisting. You'll go through your day feeling like moments are piling up in a weird way, like different versions of now are happening at once. It's confusing, but it feels familiar too, like a dream you half remember or a gut feeling you can't shake. Things might get too quiet, like all the sound is gone, or too loud, like everything's turned up. This eclipse isn't just shaking your head. It's pulling back the curtain on time. Past, present, and future will mix together, and you're not just watching, you're in it. Every little weird moment is a hint to see there's more going on than we've been told. This isn't just a glitch. It's your path rearranging, where what's meant to be and what you choose crash together. You've got a rare moment to change it, to step into the life that's been waiting for you. Here's where it gets really interesting. You'll start knowing things before they happen. Not just small guesses, big, clear moments where you just know. You'll grab your phone right before it rings, or a thought will pop up and then happen right in front of you. Talks will feel like you've heard them before, maybe in a dream. At first, you'll think it's just luck and shrug it off, but it'll keep coming, and you won't be able to ignore it. Your senses are waking up, getting stronger. You'll feel people's moods before they say anything, like their feelings are floating around them. Some places might feel strange, like they're holding old stories you can't explain. Your body might react too. Tingling hands, a warm feeling, or a pressure in your head. This isn't new. It's old stuff that's always been part of you, just covered up by years of noise and doubt. The eclipse is peeling that away. It's not loud or wild. It's natural, like remembering something you forgot. But it'll make you super aware. You'll hear the real meaning behind words, feel changes before they hit, and notice things others miss. The trick is to go with it, not panic or push it away. So why are your emotions so wild lately? That's the big key. Something inside you is moving. 1 minute, you're totally calm, like everything makes sense. The next, an old fear pops up out of nowhere, then disappears fast. It feels strange, like those emotions aren't even yours, like they're coming from somewhere else. But it's not random. It's your soul getting cleaned out. The eclipse is digging up everything you've buried, old pains, unfinished business, feelings you didn't know you had. It's happening quick, too quick for your mind to keep up. That's why you're happy 1 second, mad the next, snapping for no reason, then smiling like nothing happened. It's not you going crazy. It's a big shake-up, clearing out stuff that's been stuck, maybe for a long time. You might not even know where it's all coming from. It just hits, like a sudden sadness, an anger with no target, or a happy feeling like a memory. Don't fight it. It's not a mess. It's a fresh start, wiping the slate clean. When the eclipse finally happens, it won't be a normal day, believe me. The air will feel thick, like it's full of something, and the world will seem to stop for a moment, like time is holding still. In that quiet, something will start coming your way. A talk that matters, a message you didn't expect, a choice that could change things, or a chance you didn't see coming. It won't be loud, it'll be soft, but it's big. If you miss it, it won't wait around. Will you take it when it shows up, or let it pass by without knowing it could have been everything? That's up to you. Sometimes, You might feel alone during all this, but it's not what you think. That need to pull away from people isn't about being sad or mad. It's your spirit making room. The eclipse is turning down the volume on the outside world, so you can hear what's inside. You might skip hangouts, let messages sit, or just want to be by yourself. It's not loneliness, it's focus. Your soul is busy, sorting things out, and it doesn't want interruptions. This quiet time is helping you get ready for what's next, even if it feels odd right now. Another thing you might notice is your dreams getting wild. Before and after the eclipse, your sleep might feel different. Dreams could be super clear, like little movies, or mixed up and hard to follow. You might wake up feeling like you've been somewhere else, or with ideas you can't explain. That's the eclipse stirring your deeper mind, bringing up stuff you don't think about when you're awake. Don't brush it off. Those dreams might be clues, showing you things your regular thoughts miss. It's like your spirit is talking to you while you sleep. You could also start feeling more connected to nature. During the eclipse, you might notice the air feels different, or the trees and sky seem extra alive. Some people feel a pull to go outside, to just sit and listen to the world. It's not random. The eclipse is linking you to something bigger. The birds might go quiet, the wind might shift, and it'll feel like nature knows what's happening too. If you get that urge, go with it. It's a way to ground yourself while everything else feels shaky. Your body might act up too. Not in a bad way, just different. You could feel energy moving, like a buzz in your hands, a warm spot in your chest, or a little pressure in your head. It's not sickness, it's your system waking up. The eclipse is turning on parts of you that have been asleep, like flipping a switch. If it happens, don't worry. It's just your body catching up with the changes in your spirit. Rest if you need to, but let it flow. After all this, you might see the world differently. Once the eclipse settles, things won't feel the same. People, places, even your own thoughts might look clearer, like a fog lifted. You'll start noticing little details. The way someone's voice changes when they're hiding something, or how a room feels when you walk in. It's not magic, it's you tuning in. The eclipse is like a reset button, sharpening how you see everything. It's a chance to live more awake, if you're ready for it. Thanks for sticking with me through this. If it made sense to you and you want more, please hit the subscribe button. It helps a lot. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's been feeling off for you lately? I'd love to hear. See you next time. Take care, and subscribe if you want to keep exploring this stuff.